I know it's who you are. I get it. You feel it in your bones, to your core. You're a giver. But I need you to stop. Giving is your nature, but overgiving is your trauma. Hey, I'm Kayla, and I used to be the same way. I always wanted to make sure that everyone around me had what they needed and that they were comfortable, even if that meant that I was temporarily uncomfortable. That if I had the means to help, I should. Whether it was my attention, my time, my resources, I should give. And I lived under this pretense that if they feel good, then I'm good, and that's all I need. And I lived like that for a long time, just riding on autopilot, just subconsciously giving and giving, like a reflex. And that was until I burnt out. If you've ever wondered what burnout feels like, it feels like searching for a glass of water in the desert. And by the time you finally find it, you're too dehydrated for it to really make a difference. So I feel like you're probably an overgiver. If so, you wouldn't be here, right? Like you're the type to wonder, why do I give so much to others, but when it's time to reciprocate, I don't get it from anywhere? Or you're the type that's like, I plan everything and they don't plan anything. Or you've been like, I've been so kind and supportive, but when I'm down, who's there to support me? Or you're the type that's like, I work my ass off at work. I go above and beyond just for them to give me the bare minimum. I hate to break this to you, but if you're feeling that way, it's a sign. It's a loud sign that you are giving too much and not receiving enough. Yes, you can point the finger and accuse other people, places, and things of not giving enough, because it's probably true. They might not be, but that's kind of the easy way out, and it really doesn't solve anything. Because let's imagine what life would look like if everyone gave you the same amount of love, time, and attention that you give them. Let's imagine it. It would be amazing, right? Would you feel seen, appreciated, beloved, secure? Sounds nice, right? But would that be enough? A knee-jerk reaction is to say, yes, that would be enough. That's all I'm looking for. But have you considered an alternate perspective of a life where you gave only what you could afford to give, and that was enough? Everyone was happy and content. Imagine it. Wouldn't be drained or tired all the time. You wouldn't get triggered every time someone acts in their own self-interest. The resentment in your relationships would disappear practically overnight. In both of those scenarios, the unseen thing that you're looking for is balance, but only one of those scenarios is actually going to give it to you. So I know you might be like, I can't stop. It's my personality. I've always been this way. And I believe you. But what if I told you that it's not in your nature to go around filling up everyone else's cup while yours dries out? What if I told you it's not your nature? It's your programming, your abandonment wounds, and your lack of self-worth playing you like a puppet. What if today you realized that and then just stopped? What would happen? Well, your liver would function better. Studies show that repressed emotions can get stored in the body, and if left unattended, it can lead to chronic disease down the line. We talked about repressed emotions in my Movies with a Message series, specifically the Inside Out video. I'll link that here if you want to watch it. But overgiving can lead to frustration and resentment, and if those go unaddressed and unprocessed, your body will try to process them and hold on to them for you. And speaking of your body, you might actually be able to release that lower back pain because you tend to hold resentment and anger in your lower back. On top of that, you'd have more good energy and time on your hands, which would allow you to achieve those dreams of yours. And it could help you avoid certain illnesses because harboring frustration and resentment can also suppress your immune system. Your relationships would improve now that the balance can be restored. And you'd create space. You'd make room because you're not always trying to fill it. And so then God, the universe, and your ancestors can fill it for you. Putting an end to overgiving can be tricky though. There are definitely some things to watch out for, a few challenges to overcome. I wrote more about this in my blog post. You can find that in the description below. But to summarize, One of the challenges you would have to overcome would be coming to terms with the fact that some people will fall out of alignment. You kind of have to face it that some people are around you because of what you give. Whether it's resources, advice, undivided attention, they are there for the good stuff. And when you pull back that good stuff and start pouring it into yourself, some of those people won't stick around. And this can be especially difficult if the reason you overgive is due to an unprocessed abandonment wound. It's going to take a lot of patience and a lot of self-love, but I have faith in you. Another challenge you're going to have to overcome is that you are going to feel guilty and you're going to feel selfish. But listen to me, I'm going to say this once in this video and I might elaborate on it later, but self-preservation is not selfish. That's all I'm going to say. And you're also going to feel like you have nothing to hold on to. Because if you overgive, there's a good chance it's become more of like a reflex, a subconscious habit. And when you stop or pull back, it's going to feel like there's a void. Like you have nothing to fill it with. And in this void, you're going to have to hold your center. You're going to have to just pause and avoid the knee-jerk reactions and sit in the discomfort for a while. But it doesn't last too long. It's going to feel strange, but after you do it, you're going to realize it was 100% necessary. And more than likely, at the end of it, you'll notice that you'll still be generous. You'll still be that giving spirit that you are. You can still give, but you're giving now from a more authentic place, which means so much more to you and to everyone around you. I cannot express that enough. I'm actually going to post that Inside Out video here because I feel like if you resonate with this, there's probably a little something about repressed emotions that you also need to hear. So check that out. I hope you liked this one. And as always, I'm sending love and healing your way. Bye.